So as we begin this session, I want you to just think about how you feel and get yourself into the most comfortable position you could be. Whether you're comfortable sitting back or lying back, open yourself up to go on this journey. And it begins by getting as comfortable as you can in the space that you're in. Try to be in a space of limited distractions. A space where you won't be bothered. It doesn't need to be a space of complete silence. Just a place where your phone won't buzz or ring. That there won't be people walking in and out of the space. That there's no electronic devices on in the background. A space where you can simply be. And once you get as comfortable as you can, give yourself permission. I'm going to ask you to give yourself permission to go on a journey, to relax and let go, to invite in a sense of calm, peacefulness. And it begins by simply turning your awareness to your breath for a moment and allow your breath to flow just as it flows. And imagine with every breath you take, it seems as if your breath is slowing down. Just let it slow down. There's no place else you need to be. And begin to invite in a calm and peaceful, comfortable feeling. Allowing yourself to relax more and more. Bringing your awareness to your breath. I just want you to follow along and count down on your breath from 5. And as we do, every breath you take will help you relax a little bit more. So starting with 5, feel that breath flowing in and out. 4, just allowing yourself to settle down just a little bit more. 3, relaxing more and more. 2, letting go of the need to control or direct, just let it flow naturally. And 1, allowing yourself to just be calm and relaxed and peaceful, calm and comfortable, calm and comfortable. And as you continue to relax in this calm and comfortable feeling, I wonder if you'd be willing to open your mind and begin to imagine the things that I'm saying. Don't try to force it, just trust that maybe it won't come at first. But just listen to the words that I'm saying and allow yourself to invite in the feeling of the words. If you can't envision, allow yourself to feel. If you can't envision or feel, just allow yourself to be. And as you continue to relax and your breath continues to flow, and you feel this calm, comfortable feeling spreading from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, and from the tips of your toes to the top of your head, just allow yourself to relax a little bit more. And I invite you to use your imagination to the very best of your ability. And imagine you find yourself walking on a path. And as you walk on this path, it leads you to a beautiful forest. As you begin to imagine this forest, every step you take brings you closer and closer. And don't try to force an image. It could be a forest you've visited before somewhere in the past. It could be one that you've seen. It could be one you've made up in your mind right now. And just allow yourself to see a forest. And as you continue down the path towards that forest, imagine as you do, a little path leads to the clearing that leads into the trees. And imagine as you walk down this path, there are little signs pointing you in the direction of the trail. As you go this way, and you follow the arrow that says, go this way. And after a few moments, you find yourself stepping into the forest. And the trees are spaced out just enough for you to see the sunlight filtering through. And you can hear the sound of birds in the branches and the trees overhead. And the temperature is perfect. And you can see so clearly, and you feel safe here. As you wander into the forest, you allow yourself to continue to feel very calm and relaxed, calm and comfortable, while at the same time you're intrigued to see where the path is going to lead you. Imagine as you walk steadily along, you can feel and hear the sound of twigs and broken branches beneath your feet. They don't make it difficult, but they make you hear every step you take. And imagine suddenly you realize you're surrounded by a carpet of autumn leaves on the ground. And these leaves seem to form an intricate pattern of gold and yellow, orange and brown. And you walk along, on and on, calm and peaceful, calm and comfortable. And every step you take allows you to see something fresh and new. Imagine you see pine cones, piles of leaves, and you're reminded of visions of children jumping into the piles of leaves. As you venture further into the forest, you become aware of a powerful, earthy aroma, the scent of the forest. And this makes you feel more and more connected as you drift deeper and deeper into relaxation, as you allow yourself to feel even more calm and comfortable. Imagine now as you walk along, you find a little clearing and you see bushes covered in succulent blackberries. And looking still further ahead, you notice some of the trees are covered in this deep, rich green ivy. And here and there you notice fall flowers that you have yet to identify. Maybe along the path, every now and then, you see a mushroom. Imagine as you walk along, you see movement in one of the trees, and that movement alerts you to the presence of a squirrel. And as you watch for a moment, you're fascinated as that squirrel darts up and down the tree. And then you see another chasing that other squirrel with a long bushy tail as they're gathering the acorns and bringing them to their nest. And then perhaps you see a rabbit, and in the distance, maybe a deer. And all around you, you notice the bird song, and you realize that the forest is filled with life. And you feel safe here. And you realize that all of life around you exists in harmony with each other. The insects and the birds, the animals and the trees, the shrubs and the bushes, the mushrooms, everything. As you walk along, you see the trees reaching up to the sky in all of their grandeur. You notice one extra large tree that's a bit twisted, with gnarled roots and hollows. And you continue on your trail, and imagine suddenly you hear the sound of running water. And after a little bit, the trail curves, and you find yourself standing before a small stream that winds through the trees, and your path follows along it for a while. And you hear the gurgling water as the stream meanders on its way. In some places, you notice a small bridge has been formed by overhanging dead trees. And that bridge seems to be deliberate, carefully placed in the water to help you cross. And for a moment you stand and reflect on the stream, noticing the sound of the water, and looking into the distance, looking up the stream. Imagine you see a waterfall that's formed on a slope, and you realize that's where the stream is coming from. And you feel very much at home here in the forest. You feel comfortable, calm and comfortable. And as you hear the sound of the water, you go deeper and deeper and deeper down. You feel more comfortable with each moment that passes, with every word that I say. And imagine for a moment you look back down at the stream. Imagine you feel called to cup your hands and dip them in the water and feel the crystal clear water in your hand, with some of it trickling down between the spaces between your fingers. And the water feels refreshing. And you look to the bottom of the stream and you notice iridescent pebbles settled on the surface. And here and there you see little fish darting this way and that. And your mind begins to wander, and that's fine. Allow it to drift where it will, as you continue to follow my voice, as you imagine being in this beautiful, peaceful forest, your forest. And in a moment, I'm going to count down again from 5 to 0. And with each and every descending number, I want you to imagine going deeper and deeper. And just follow along now. And there's nothing you need to do but hear my voice from 5, feeling yourself relax. 4, just breathing. 3, calmer and more comfortable. 2, going deeper and deeper down. 1, just so relaxed. And 0, right where you need to be. And that's good. You're feeling more comfortable and relaxed than you've ever felt, or perhaps more relaxed than you felt in a long, long time. And I want you to imagine now, on the other side of that stream, a beautiful patch of blue flowers. And imagine you decide to cross over that bridge. And you imagine the forest gets a little thicker now, a little denser and greener, but you're still feeling wonderfully relaxed and calm. And imagine again you notice those blue flowers in whatever way you see them. Imagine they're a color blue, the most beautiful blue you've ever seen. And as you see those blue flowers, you notice the smell of the forest. and the sounds of the birds and the whisper of your breath. And everything is so calm and peaceful. And I want you to just pause for a moment and reflect on what this place means to you. Reflect on what this experience means to you. And recognize that, like all of us, there are issues in your life that you wish to address. Imagine the forest and the stream and all of life around you is helping you clear your mind. Imagine as you stand there surrounded by that beautiful energy of the forest. You feel your energy being filled. Your energy reserves are being filled with hope and positivity. Imagine as you're being nurtured by the energy of this forest, the feelings of shame and blame, of guilt and sadness are removing and floating away from you. As you look deep into the blue flowers, you feel as if they're reaching up to you to help pull anything away from you that doesn't belong. Imagine being alone in nature this way. Seems to put things into perspective. And imagine as you stand there now, you look ahead down that path, and you notice there are many paths you can take. There are many directions you can go. There are places you can explore. And somehow you know everything will be okay. Somehow you know you will make the right choice and everything will turn out well. And you walk down that path. Imagine you notice grasshoppers here and there. Imagine you see hummingbirds moving amongst the flowers, and rabbits eating the grass. And as you walk along, amazingly, you realize the creatures don't seem to be afraid of you. They don't appear to be disturbed by your presence as you watch them play. And this offers you a type of reassurance that you find difficult to describe. But it's a sense and feeling of knowing that you're right where you need to be, doing everything as you should. It's as though everything is connected, and you realize everything has a place. Everything and everyone. And this makes you feel good. Everything in this forest has a purpose. Everything is of service to everything else. The insects nurture the flowers. The flowers give nectar to the birds. The birds spread the seeds of the trees. The trees provide habitat for the animals. Everything has a place. It makes you feel as if suddenly you're connected to the whole universe. And you know you're comfortably relaxed. Your mind is open. And now you're receptive to any and all suggestions that it hears. Your mind, the knowing, recognizes in this moment everything you hear is for your good. It's a benefit for your health and well-being. And after a short while, with that open mind and that open heart, you're ready to continue on this journey. Imagine as you walk down that path, you notice there's another level to the forest, a place you can go deeper. And imagine now you'll descend 10 steps that lead you gently down. And you're not afraid. So when you're ready, I'm going to count these steps off to you one by one. And there's plenty of support to help you down these steps. And when you eventually reach the bottom, you'll enjoy the deeper area of the forest. And you can be assured that the only way back will be up. So whenever you're ready, allow yourself to come down with me, down these steps. 10. One foot in front of the other, feeling so good. 9. Feel yourself going just a little deeper into relaxation. 8. You're feeling more comfortable and relaxed with each and every descending number. 7. You're going even deeper down into hypnosis, and it's okay. 6. You're feeling more and more relaxed. 5. You're already halfway there. Take a look around and just see how far you've actually come. 4. Another step down, and you're going deeper and deeper down. 3. You're almost there, at the deepest level of relaxation. Just 2 more steps to go. 2. Nearly there. Already feeling calm and oh so relaxed. And 1. That's it. Just 1 more step down to 0. And 0. You're now in the very deepest level of relaxation. And your mind is open, receptive to the suggestions you're going to hear. So just relax even deeper for a few moments. And when you next hear my voice, you won't be startled or alarmed. Just rest here for a moment in peaceful calm. In peaceful calm. Then relax and unwind. And just allow yourself to be. And imagine as you're in the depth of that forest, you feel this presence of peacefulness. And imagine as you look down the path in front of you, you see the most magnificent grand oak tree. And as you look at that tree from the distance, you see its strength, its poise, its dignity. You can almost feel as if that tree is hundreds of years old, yet still growing and reaching up to the sky. And you feel called to it as you walk closer and closer. You notice how wide its trunk is. And you know 3, 4, even 5 people reaching around that tree couldn't connect on the other side. As you walk closer, suddenly you notice the roots of that tree are heading down the path towards you, sticking up out of the ground. Those roots run deep and spread across the surface, giving that tree its strength and stability. As you get closer and closer, you notice the branches overhead, spreading, twisting and turning, reaching up to the sky but moving in all directions. And then you notice the bark of the tree as you get very close. And that bark looks like the face of an old man wrinkled but wise. And suddenly you feel called to just relax. And imagine you lean back against that tree and you settle down amongst its roots and you just sit there for a moment in reflection. And you feel this beating, a heartbeat. And at first it feels as if it's yours, but then it feels as if it's coming from the tree. And you realize your heart is beating in harmony with the beat all around you. And you just rest there for a moment in the space of that tree, imagining that tree that started out as a tiny little acorn that fell down, that settled into the earth, that was nurtured and nourished and sprouted and began to grow. Imagine as it sprouted out, it reached up and pierced the surface of the earth, and for the first time felt the light of the sun. And then the rain came and nourished it a little bit more, and it grew, and it grew, and its roots began to spread, and the leaves began to appear and branches spread out. I wonder if you can imagine all of those years as that sprout turned into a tree, as that tree reached up to the sky and spread out, as those roots reached deeper down into the earth. All the storms that tree encountered, the weather, the seasons, day after day, night after night, the tree continued to grow. In the springtime, fresh leaves would appear, but as that tree grew stronger and larger, life started to nestle down into it. Insects and birds built nests, squirrels and rabbits. All around, life started to depend on that tree, and the tree would protect life from the storms. Day after day, night after night, the tree continued to flow and grow. From spring into summer, from summer into fall. And in the fall, that tree would shed its leaves, and those leaves would fall down to the earth. And then winter would appear, and it would weather the cold, and then spring comes back. And through it all, the tree grew stronger and stronger. It just grew and provided, and all of life around it nourished it and nurtured it, and it grew stronger into the magnificent tree that it is today. And in the same way, you can reflect on your life, recognizing the storms of your life have caused sorrow and pain. But through it all, your roots grew deeper and deeper. Through it all, you keep reaching up for the sun, as one day turns into night, and night into day. You recognize the seasons of your life, not as consistent as what the tree experiences, but we all have our summers and our falls, our winters and our springs, and year turns to another year as the chapters and the story of our life continues to be written. And imagine at this moment you have an opportunity to turn the page, to write a new chapter, to leave the things that don't serve you as parts of your history, not to be forgotten, but to lean into the strength that one year leads to the next, and through it all, you grow stronger and stronger. So imagine spring is about to appear. Imagine you can pick up that pen and begin to write a new chapter. What is it you want to focus on? What is it you want to leave behind? And you just pause for a moment and listen to your heart. That steady beat that connects to the beat of the tree, that connects to the music of life as the birds sing and the wind blows through the trees, as the squirrels continue to chase each other and gather their nuts, as the rabbits eat the grass and the hummingbirds feed on the nectar. And through it all, life goes on, season after season, as day turns to night and night turns to day. And suddenly you feel free. As you turn the page and you look to the future, you feel ready, and you realize you have all that you need to succeed. So you're ready to come back and begin to write the next chapter. So imagine, with a deep appreciation for the time that you connected with the tree, it's time to return. So you step away from the tree, looking back for a moment, looking up at its branches, reaching up to the sky, looking down at the roots, reaching deep into the earth. And you feel like that tree. You bring its poise and grace and dignity into your heart. You recognize that the history of your life is like the roots of the tree that run deep and spread wide. And you imagine your future is like those branches reaching up to the sky, ready to put out new life and new leaves. And so you turn and walk up the path, and you come back to that place where you climb back up those 10 steps. And come along with me now as I count from 1 to 10. And when we reach that 10th step, you'll be ready to move forward, free from the burdens of the past, ready to discover what lies ahead for you. So just come along with me now as we step up. 1, feeling your body. 2, feeling the energy within you and your heart beating. 3, coming more and more awake, but not too fast. 4, reflecting on the journey that you've been on. 5, feeling more and more confident that you are ready. 6, knowing that at the end of the session, you'll remember the lessons, you'll carry them forward, and they'll get stronger by the day, stronger by the hour, stronger by the minute. 6, 7, feeling more and more ready. 8, feeling that deep breath flowing through you. 9, feeling that inner confidence coming alive, and you are ready. And 10, back to where you began, but feeling different. And in a moment, you're going to open your eyes, and you'll remember the journey you've just been on, and you'll carry the lessons forward with you in the beautiful days and nights and the seasons that await you. So take in a nice deep breath and exhale nice and slow, and open your eyes and carry on in the beautiful day that awaits you. I'm Coach Bill Sullivan, and it's been my honor to share this time with you.